Hi guys, you've got the Oracle there, back for round 1 of this Legacy Cube Draft event. And no, it's not a Legacy Cube Draft event. I messed up again. I've done too many of those. It's Oath of the Gatewatch, obviously. In my hand is one spell. I cannot really afford to keep that, unfortunately, so it's gonna be a mulligan. And that hand is better. Not too great, but if I can draw a forest, I can cast this for 3, which is decent. I have Membrane as a piece of removal, Blighted Step to use my colorless ability, and Rolling Waters as a late game spell. So that's fine. Not extremely exciting, but it is a decent enough 6 card hand. As the opponent mulled 2 and is deciding whether he wants to mulligan, whether he or she wants to mulligan 2-5 or not, I guess. Not sure why I have those issues with picture. I've seen other drafts from other people and I think I'm quite the the only person to have those picture issues. It might be doing with my computer or my internet, not so sure. I don't think I want that. It doesn't help me casting Stalwart for 3 a lot. I have another source of colorless. I would just rather draw a forest overall. As I drew an unknown shore, which is fine, I guess. I don't mind that too much, because it means at least I can cast this with 3 colored mana on turn 4. Worst come to worst. This also helps me using Blighted Step later on if needed. That effect is quite powerful sometimes. Anyway, we drew a Cloud Manta, which is a solid top deck. So best case scenario, next turn I draw a forest, and I can cast this for as a 3-4. I don't think I won't ever cast it as a 2-3. So if I don't draw my forest, I will just wait and play that either on turn 4 or 5, depending on whether I want to play the Manta first or not. Flame Seeker. Alright. Not too annoying. A natural aggression is actually decent if I can make this a 3-4, which will most likely happen next turn. So, if I do a forest next turn, no, I cannot really play the Stalwart and search the Membrane. So it is very likely that I just Stalwart next turn, and the turn after that I might Unnatural Aggression plus Membrane if the opponent is tapped out. I don't really want to use Unnatural Aggression otherwise and get blown all the way back by a random trick. As I get hit for 3 there, which is fine. Hopefully the opponent doesn't play something too threatening. I guess this is fine. I mean, it is good, but I can deal with it. Basically, that's the. Okay, let's hit black. Don't think it matters a lot. Green, blue, cast the Stalwart for 3. Can I? Okay, alright. And now, well, the opponent is likely to attack with at least that. If he attacks also with that, I'm just not gonna block, because I want to keep this around to use a natural aggression with. As they play oh, okay, it's not a regular dual land, it is the double strike one. Okay, that's quite good. The opponent doesn't attack, that's good news. It means that it's less likely they have some sort of trick, which is good news for me. Hopefully they tap out. They didn't tap out. Okay, Blinding Drone was a sweet draw. So, I guess my play now is gonna be I really don't want to use a natural aggression into open mana. This is something I will you know, I try to never do unless I really have no other option. So I guess my play is gonna be Blinding Drone and Membrane on the Free Runner. That seems like a decent enough choice. I will keep that back. I'm playing red whites. I'm at 14. I don't really want to trade damage right now. So let's add blue. Yup. Cast Research on that and pass the turn. And it's really nice. That drone is gonna be good. It might get just burned by a random touch of the void or something along those lines. But if it stay alive, it is gonna be quite good. Um, yeah, it's gonna use one of my land, but that aside, I like that a lot. Needle Spire. That land is actually quite good. It is also nice if you have tricks and pump effect. Allied reinforcement is fine. I guess my opponent will be able to cohort there, but it is not, it is not the end of the world. I guess I'm likely to just play my Manta next turn, especially since I drew a land. Yup, that seems fine. So I don't think I want to attack with Stalwart and get hit back for a punch. So I will just pass the turn. Also, if I attack, he can, just double block with the knight, and it is not great for me. So we managed to stabilize the board state. If we draw more lands, we can cast those 7-drop, and I think that with the land we have currently, we can cast pretty much anything in the deck. So that's nice. Alright, the opponent didn't use cohort at the end of my turn, which is a bit weird, I would say. But alright. I guess I'll tap that. No reason not to. That Blinding Drone is really good. If you can enable it, whew, tappers are always amazing in limited. Reality Mortgage my Manta. Alright, well that's fine. Not too much I can do about that. I guess it limits my ability to start applying pressure on my opponent, but that aside, it is not too bad. Woodland Wanderer. I think I can cast that for actually a 6/6. Great. I will not be able to tap something this turn, but I don't mind that too much. I guess I'd rather have a 6/6 over a 5/5. Anyway, let's add white, I guess. Again, doesn't change a whole lot. Cast this at a 6/6, and yep, that's great. That's great. I guess I could attack with the Stalwart, but the thing is, if my opponent has a threaten effect, I will take 6 from that, and then I kind of want to have more blockers. Especially since I think I'm winning this game if it goes a bit longer. So I will just not do some aggressive play. I will just keep there. I mean, stay here and start to do things and attack later on, I think. Alright. Guess I'm attacking with Wanderer there, and if my opponent wants to double block with things, it is fine. It is fine with me. Especially since I have the unnatural aggression backup if he tries to use some sort of trick. So we'll see what happens. Let's attack. I drew comparative analysis, which is kinda whatever. Might do that. The opponent does not block with anything. Kinda wanna deal with that recruit. could get blown back by a Lithomancer Focus. I guess it would still be a 2 for 2, so it isn't. It is not even too bad actually. What I'm gonna do is actually pass the turn. Then I can, you know, make some sort of double block during my turn, and if he has a trick or something, I can use a natural aggression. If he does nothing, I can steal comparative analysis. Hero of Goma Foda. Okay, so everything's gonna be indestructible. Alright. Alright. I think I want to kill the Shadow Skull recruit now. Yeah. That thing is a bit more annoying. On the other hand, I can just kill that, tap the recruit and take 2. Yeah, I think that card is just more annoying overall. So I guess I'll do that. Hopefully I will not get blown all the way back. Alright. If my opponent has a trick, as I said, if he has, I guess now he has 6 creatures, so he could be using, that might have been bad if my opponent has the outnumber. Last turn it didn't matter because they had 5 creatures on the battlefield. Now if they have the outnumber, it is quite bad for me. As it seems, okay, expedite. Sure, I don't care about that too much. Alright. Now I guess I'll tap the Shadow Skull recruit, and my opponent doesn't have any good attack. Alright, I drew a land, which is appreciated. Guess I'll just attack with the Wanderer. As I said, I think I'm winning this game over the long term. No real reason to attack with Stalwart. My opponent can double block. It just doesn't seem very good for me to do that. They have no good block here. This is Trample 6/6, so quite efficient. Are there a spell that I would be happy to cast? Don't think so, because I need to keep one colorless for that. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn. Also, keeping my mana open seems, I mean, it is good. It is better than just tapping out. It gives less information to the opponent, and I don't think there are many spells that I would just want to cast that cost 2 or 1. I guess if I drew another membrane, I could have wanted to use it on the recruit, but it is not even necessary, so I feel fine just, you know, keeping my mana open. As the opponent plays a Stonehaven Outfitter. Alright, not too threatening right now. I guess I'll tap this pretty much as usual. And if I draw a land, I'm very likely to Rolling Waters and both ally and attack with my Wanderer. Okay, no attack. Sure. I guess I'll analysis on me. I didn't draw land. Okay, Membrane is good though. Did draw land here. Alright, so I can Rolling Waters, but if I do that, I cannot use my Blinding Drone. I'll bounce those 2. That's fine though, my opponent is really in tough spot now. Could also Membrane plus Void Grafter. Kinda wanna keep the Void Grafter for after I've casted Zendikar Resurgent if this happen. Guess I'm just bouncing those token. Seems like a fairly fine play to make. Not really thrilled about tapping out, but I don't think I lose too much by doing that. I guess if my opponent has a trick, he can block and use its trick now that I'm tapped out. I still think attacking is right, as the opponent does have a trick. Alright, it did top deck that last turn because it didn't have it before. I guess I'll take 4 from the recruit there. I don't really want to double block. I kinda want to keep my blinding drone around. That thing is very strong. So I guess I'll go to 10. I'm a bit behind on board presence now, but that aside, you know, I like my chances, especially since Zendikar Resurgent is gonna be most likely quite good. Alright. Let me read that. Okay. Casual Tolls Collector. So the opponent is into the equipment team, apparently. As I drew a Norlead, which is nice for the Resurgence, I guess I'm gonna play that now. And start to cast my creatures afterward. I misplayed there. I should have actually cast it off the white, and then I can use the green to start casting a Norlead, or you know, keep a colorless open for the blinding drone. So that was a bit stupid, if not a lot stupid actually. I'm gonna containment that thing though and pass the turn. And my opponent doesn't have any good attack. And next turn I will start to, you know, draw a card of that, and that should just win me the game. It is a lot of card advantage. I guess the opponent does have some sort of card quality choice with the Flame Seeker, but this should provide me with enough card advantage to win the game. I think I'm playing 18 or 17 creatures, so that thing should work quite well for me. I also have the step in the back if needed to gain a little bit of life. As the opponent plays... Okay, they animate the Needle Spire, which I guess is fine. Don't really wanna... Okay, they attack with everything. Okay, that's a bit frightening. Cannot really afford to, you know, make some fancy block. I'm at 10. I think I kinda have to just make the simple block of that. I mean, that simple block, yeah. And if they have some sort of trick, things might go wrong. If they don't, I go to 3. I have, you know, double mana basically, and I will draw card, play creature, gain life of Blighted Steps. So another gnarly is really sweet here. All right. Clutch of Current. That is good. I guess it's not a creature spell, but I still like that a fair amount. I kinda wanna be able to keep Blighted Step and use that. So, I guess this is... I need white, probably 2 white, so I need basically 3 lanes. Yeah, I can cast Clutch. Alright. Let me count my mana though. Okay. I think I can do everything I want basically. So, first thing, I will have... Actually no, let me just make sure this works. So I make this a 3/3. I have 1 mana left, I use that, this produced 2 white. No, okay, I have enough mana, I counted right, okay. So cast with Awaken, bouncing that, awakening this, and I'm one damage away from killing my opponent, unfortunately. I'll produce 2 white here. Just make sure I don't die, basically. Um, Gain 10 life. And attack with the whole team. Putting down my opponent to 1. And I'm at 13, so I feel fine there. And that's Zendikar's resurgent, you know. Quite strong here. Um, it might be so high on the curve that you cannot, you know, really use that efficiently. I still think it is quite strong. Here I still have 1 creature in hand. The double mana effect is also more, I mean, stronger than it looks, probably. So I think that card shouldn't really wheel. It is not a first pick, it is not the best rare of the set or anything along those lines. But I think it's still a decent enough card. And the opponent just conceded. Okay. So that's gonna be game. We are playing red, white, fairly aggressive deck. I guess in this is the kind of matchup where Pulse of Maraza might be good. Just getting back a creature that you traded or something and gaining 6 life could be important. I don't think my opponent is packing a few creatures that have synergies with equipment. Not sure that I wanna side in natural state though. I'd rather see the equipment before I do that. This is good, but I think in this matchup it might be a bit slow, especially on the draw, so I'm gonna cut it. And I think that's gonna be my main deck, and depending if the opponent shows some equipment and does effectively play some equipment, I might side in those natural state. But that's gonna be my main deck for the next second game. And for the first time using this Zendikar Resurgent, the card seems good. Like, 7 is really not too much to reach in this set, and once it is on the battlefield, you are in a really good spot. Okay, my hand is a little bit on the slow side, but I have a turn for 5/5 Wanderer, as well as mana to cast almost anything in my deck, so I'm gonna keep it. If my opponent has a very aggressive start and I cannot play anything before turn 4, it's gonna be bad, but that aside, I like my chances. Blinding Drone might have been one of the best top deck of my entire deck, as the opponent is playing some equipment, apparently. Alright. Should worry about the Death Touch effect. That aside, this equipment is not great. So he does have the Outfitter now, okay. So the opponent is comboing around, I guess. I'll play the drone. The reason is I cannot block with Gnarlid because he might be equipping. I guess, yeah. I just wanna have this drone starting to tap creature as fast as possible. Guess I could have played the Gnarlid first and hope if he has a removal he use it on my drone, but since I don't have colorless yet, not so sure on how good it is. And there I guess I'm gonna take 5. That's a good start. I don't think equipment is the best strategy in Oath of the Gatewatch Limited, but it works for my opponent so far, so there is that. Equipments tend to be very bad against Tapper though. So if my opponent doesn't find a way to deal with my blinding drone, that thing is not gonna be good at all. Yeah, I'm definitely tapping that. Oh my god, that drone, if you can support it, it is very, very good. I'm really impressed with that card. And I think that next turn... Okay, Predator. Alright. Pulse of Maraza. That's gonna be useful at some point. The real question now is, do I want to cast my Wanderer or do I want to keep Blinding Drone open? The thing is, if I Blinding Drone that, or basically the equipped creature, I'm still gonna take 4 or 5 from the other one. I think it is just right to play my Wanderer here. It is quite good as a 5/5, and I need to, you know, add some board presence and start to beat down, I think. Um, I think it's fine. I might take a lot of damage here, but overall you can equip only one creature. The issue is if I were to keep the blinding drone open, I do not a whole lot unless he kill one of my creatures during his turn. And I still take damage from one of the 2/4/4 because I guess he does have a land, and no, he doesn't. He does not have anything. Okay, that's great for me. Um, this time I'm clearly keeping the Pulse of Muraza open, as well as the blinding drone. Yep, that seems fine. If I can draw one more island, I can cast Rolling Water quite soon. So now, you know, I'm fairly happy if the opponent chooses to attack and use Trick, because sure, I'll be trading my woodland for something, but then I can get it back, and that should seal the deal, especially since my Wanderer is coming back onto the battlefield even stronger than before. 5/3, okay. Well, I'm gonna tap that. That drone is so efficient. Jesus. As I said, this card is especially good against equipment, but here, oh lord, it is great. As I drew a land, which is fine. Actually, it's more than fine. It's actually quite nice because of the rolling waters. I can also attack with the Norlin now, which is great. If my opponent wants to block and use some sort of trick or whatever, I'm completely fine. I have this Pulse of Muraza in the back, so any kind of trade makes me happy. If it takes 8, that's also great for me, as they go to 4. And honestly, I think that the flyer here, as well as the tap during my opponent turn and the rolling waters, should be enough to just seal the deal in my favor, especially since I have a trampler. I don't see my opponent coming back. Wanderer is just amazing. I feel like it is even much stronger than in Battle for Zendikar, because in Battle for Zendikar you had some bigger creature, or you know, just cheaper and more aggressive deck, but now that thing just dominates boards. Anyway, I'm tapping the Castigator pretty much as usual. As the opponent is actually dead on the board. Yeah, the opponent is dead on the board. Cause this is a Trampler, and they must block it with older creature because the Sphinx is 3, so if they block with 2 they take 1. Yeah. Oh, never mind, they can move the... yeah, I forgot about that. Useless ability that is actually not so useless there. But rolling waters is gonna seal the deal for me. That card is also very good. Drawing this is tempo and card advantage at the same time. It is just so great. Anyway, that's gonna be game and match. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like or subscribe, and see you guys for round 2.